I mean, the woman also has the right to life. So I don't know. This issue bothers me. I don't think you can force a woman to make that decision. I don't like doing that. I understand people's feelings on it, but I don't like this. Oh, it's only a few hundred incidents a year, so therefore it's zero. Hmm, this is important. Oh gosh, shootings everywhere. Hmm. We do know that Let's go to X. His he won't show it because he insisted. Ooh, Ford Fisher has something that I kind of. My matter at the White House for J6 Okay. What? They've been forced to move backwards. That's interesting. Huh, I wonder what happened that made the Secret Service decide that they needed to move everyone back. That's interesting. I don't think I have sound. I think that I'm hearing it, but I don't think anybody else is. Yeah. Yeah, I forgot to do application audio. Oopsie.
And look up one of the most common terms I think you'll see is without warning.
Batons,
Without warning.
metal rods. Victoria White, who was beaten 48 times in the head with a metal rod. These people were agenda is being enacted by all of his agencies, by the Department of Homeland Security, by the military, and of course by the Department of Justice.
And I think that's the moral of the story. That people stand up when they think there's trouble, when they think, when the president asks you to come do something for reasons, we all saw the same thing. And they stopped the camera right before the big attack, and he missed that part of the story. We just want to enlighten him as to the real situation people are still going through so he can help us back. We helped him. We made it
Stand
an
up for
election
us.
issue.
Stand up for us like we stood up for him.
It was not even
Stand
an
up for
election
us.
issue. Look, here's the deal. This guy right here helped Officer Fanone at the tunnel. Y'all understand? And he was never charged. Selective prosecution. Why didn't they ever come and get him and put him in prison? He was helping Fanone right there. There's another guy.
What's your name? What's your name?
Well, I've been incognito all this time, but it's
Okay.
time. My name is Ron Palanchar.
Okay. You never got arrested.
Never.
And you know the
The
truth about
FBI went to
Fanone.
my
Show 'em the
office.
picture.
The
Show 'em the
FBI went to my office and they questioned my colleagues.
It's called
And
intimidation.
then at that point, I called the FBI to say, "Hey, I'm here."
That's right.
And we had discussions with them, and we decided to have a meeting. And then, since I learned about everything from David and from other people that the FBI will use everything against you, I asked them if I could record the meeting. Oh no, you can't record the meeting. I said, "Can I have notes of the meeting?" Oh no, you can't. But you can bring an attorney. I was like, "Well, I don't need an attorney." And at that point, I said, "Well, I'm not going to meet with you. We were supposed to meet in Trenton with FBI in New Jersey."
What year was that?
That was just 23 years ago. Yeah, 23.
So they had the reason I asked that is just they had enough time to charge you if they were going to,
Yeah,
like prior
my
to the
picture's
pardon.
literally in the congressional record. They used a picture of me and Fanone using it
So
as a
why
negative.
do you believe you hadn't been charged?
I believe it has to do with Officer Fanone.
'Cause
I
he
think,
was there, the
and
real
I
story,
also
right?
helped in the tunnel when the heave-ho happened. It got very tight, and there was a crush hazard. I started feeling I couldn't breathe. Somebody behind me said, "Are you okay, dude?" And at that point, I was a little bit bigger than the people around me, and I was like, "Oh, you're not talking to me." And I looked, and there was a guy crumpled up next to me, and he tried to say he's okay, but he said, "I'm okay." And at that point in the tunnel, I roared backward, "Turn it around!" And we turned the tunnel around. The police did not turn that tunnel around. The people,
The people
turned
did.
that tunnel
They
around.
really did push everybody out of the way.
And then Officer
Sixers
Fanone.
turned the tunnel around.
Yeah, they
And
did.
Officer Fanone got pulled out by one man named Albuquerque.
Albuquerque
I have video
did.
of it. Those men danced. Officer Fanone didn't fight. He's a tough guy, but he didn't fight one bit. Albuquerque took him out of
That's
the tunnel
real interesting.
and surfed him, and that's when he got tased.
Officer Fanone's testimony always says that he was drugged down head first and hit with flagpoles. And if you look at that guy in that video, he's got a gas mask on. It's Officer Bailey, not Fanone. Fanone says in his own testimony, "I forgot my gas mask that day. I should have had my gas mask."
And it's
but
on
they say
HBO.
that's him. But he's got a gas mask. I mean, that's just one.
You're talking about the 4 hours at the
HBO
Capitol.
4 hours at the Capitol. Watch HBO 4 hours at the Capitol, and they document Officer Fanone's entire journey for him. He was the one.
And let me
It
ask
shows
you
him
this.
getting helped by the people.
And let me ask you this. Why would the FBI come to my house 5 times? I met with them 3 times. I testified in 10 different trials. And every single time they'd say, "We may file charges. You've not been charged for J6 yet. We may charge you." And I'm thinking, well, I'm just a witness, and the FBI has already said I'm not a person of interest. Why do y'all keep threatening me with prison? Every time, 10 times, testify. I've got nothing to hide. And yet that's their tactics. That's their intimidation and fear. And, oh, we're going to destroy you. My family was a wreck, thinking
How many
they're going to come
times
back
did the
again.
FBI go to your house
They
in
came to my
Texas?
house 5 times. They were in my neighborhood for months and months. All my neighbors saw them. They were laughing.
Why
about
do you
it.
think you were never arrested?
Because I knew too much, kind of like him. He was right by Fanone. I had all this video investigation and history. They don't want me to get up there and say everything, ruin the whole story for them.
So they only arrested the weakest of the weak.
Or the people
who
that
couldn't
they
afford
Famous
lawyers.
people.
Famous people, or get in the beginning and take their cameras and computers so that couldn't be put out in the public earlier. And we were mad scramble trying to get as much documentation as we could to publish it and make movies. It was just a mad race.
I don't know if you can see this picture, but we have material sideways.
Yeah.
But this is the picture that's in the congressional record. If you can see it, that's me in the red, and there's Officer Fanone. Note the blue arm behind Officer Fanone. I can text this to you if you want. The blue arm backing the blue, my red arm making a path for him. Right after this moment is when Officer Fanone
Oh, but they tried to kill
reaching.
me.
He was
But
reaching
they-
towards his sidearm at that point.
They tried to kill
And
me.
as he came through, I looked at him, with his face, and he was reaching towards his firearm, and I gently put my hand on his wrist, and I said, "It's okay, we got you. It's okay, we got you."
So you were helping Michael Fanone. So Michael Fanone lied.
He also helped Fanone not kill
video.
everybody. He was pulling his
I
gun
have
out,
a
and he took
video.
his arm and put it. He said, "It's okay, dude. We got you. We got you." He was about to get down in the crowd and just start shooting.
The video in HBO shows me. I'm telling people, back the F up.
Yeah.
Which I was still
There's a
coming out of
kid,
the tunnel.
that kid with his arms up when Fanone's reaching
Yeah,
for his
yeah,
gun.
too, yeah.
There's a kid going like this. He can see the gun.
And you see when Fanone gets tased, there's a scream. It's on HBO. He screams, and I look at him, and I start tapping the guy on the shoulder. I'm like, "Excuse me," because I'm going to help him. My father's a state trooper in New Jersey. Which, by the way, the New Jersey State Police were the first on the scene. I don't know if they were coming to help me or not. But
So you were helping Michael
I
Fanone.
helped Michael Fanone.
George W.
He said he was
the creator of the War on Terror.
We agree with you. We don't like Bush either, dude.
Bush was bad as
We
heck.
You were one of the guys who got out of the country. Who managed to-
Then why does everybody that supported Bush support Trump?
were fugitives here.
Do you mind talking about it?
Inside the
Now
halls of power, it is.
Um,
In fact, even Joe Biden voted yes on the war
I'd
on
love if
Iraq.
you could
That's true.
introduce yourself and
So did
tell
Hillary
me that
Clinton.
story.
That is also true.
Whenever you're ready.
Hi, my name's Adam Villarreal. I'm also known as the J6 fugitive. I spent 4 years evading the Biden regime, the illegitimate Biden regime in my mind. And halfway through, I met my wife. We got married on the run. And as soon as we received the pardon from President Trump, we moved to D.C. to pursue political activism, to try to let people what really happened on January 6th. I have a show in front of the White House, 1600 Unscripted, that I film every Monday, right behind us. And we try to hit hard-hitting issues, what's going on with J6ers, judicial malfeasance, corruption in the country, and to try to bring accountability to not only the left, but the right as well. We want to be accountability for our side.
What was that like? Like literally, you just like calling yourself a fugitive, right? Like, what? How did that go? Was that scary, stressful?
It was terrifying. It was not like the Harrison Ford movie. People.
That is awful. Wow.
Kind of teased me a little bit about that. I just have to thank God I wouldn't have got it through any other way. My wife jokes that we rode the MAGA underground. A lot of the people that took care of us and took us in were elderly churchgoers. And we would explain to them that, hey, you can get aiding and abetting a federal fugitive, you can lose custody of your kids, you can lose your farm. But quite a few people said they did not care. And they stood up for us, and they protected us, and they got us through, so I'm standing here today.
What sort of motivated you to do that? I mean, other than just not wanting to go to prison, but like, was there some deeper motive to evade it rather than fight it head on?
Absolutely. So my older brother was the one who turned me into the FBI, and my younger brother got wind of it and warned me. I used to work a little bit in digital forensics, and so I was able to figure out that I'd be being tracked through my phone.
He could be limping because he's hiding a gun. He could have been limping because of where he had to jump off the roof. Could be a number of reasons. I'm trying. See, the thing of it is, though, is this looks like to me like he could be having a completely different hat on. I don't know. It looks like his hat, the hat that he has here, might have a white brim on it, whereas his hat is either very dark blue or black. Hmm. Let's look at that again. See, right there. Is that the brim of his hat, or is that because of the image that's on his hat? Because he did have, we can see from other videos that he has some kind of image on his hat that I think might be a Gadsden flag, but I don't know for sure.
In my bank account. And I just, being an investigative reporter, following Stop the Steal, following the COVID lockdowns, seeing firsthand what happened on J6, the police brutality, watching them fire on a peaceful crowd that started the whole thing off, it made me realize that if I could just somehow make it to the other side, that if my brother letting me know when they were coming after me, and me just slipping away, if I could make it to right here, I could let people know. You don't have to just give in. You can resist. If you see tyranny in your government, it doesn't necessarily mean being violent. It might mean just being smarter. It might mean just being more dedicated, voting with your dollar, talking to your neighbors. There are people who have stood up.
Wow. So what is it that you're doing now?
Well, I have the show that I film right behind us on Monday, 1600 Unscripted. We're on X if you'd like to check us out. So just look up Adam and Beth Villarreal on X, and you can find our account. And the show comes on every Monday at 8. And now I'm doing political activism. I'm letting people know about the Brady violations that were rampant in J6, the 1st, 5th, and 6th, and 7th Amendment violations that were rampant in J6. America, I have friends that are dead. I just came from my friend Bart Shively's funeral. He had stage 2 lymphoma when he went into prison, and he was denied chemotherapy because of his politics. My friend Chris Worrell, he went in with cancer. He was denied treatment because of his politics, and through the grace of God, he's alive today. My friend Chris Quaglin, he was forced to walk around for 9 months on a torn ACL, a verified torn ACL, because of his politics. He has celiac disease, and they would give him only bread to eat in solitary.
Returned to campus with a weapon. And they said gunshots were heard inside Bancroft Hall, which houses the midshipmen. So again, Fox News reported that a midshipman who had been kicked out of the U.S. Naval Academy returned to the school tonight with a weapon. So I gotta like set an alarm for myself, because we very well might have to start a second stream for YouTube, which is not a hard thing to do, but
I'll get up if you want for no insurance.
I just have to keep an eye on it. And again, if I have to do that on YouTube, you'll just get automatically sent over to the new stream.
I can't support FD South Fairgrounds. Give a case number. Based on the photograph, I'm pretty certain it's not him. He can clear us.
As we mentioned, Air Force Two, J.D. Vance, Vice President, helped carry Charlie Kirk's casket to
Aw.
Air Force Two, where he is now flying with the casket, and I believe Charlie Kirk's family to Arizona.
I thought that was a nice thing to do.
$229, I'm going to be off duty.
Central Medicaid Book 253 is back in the city. Will be available in 1.
And we'll go with anaphylactic if provided.
$2534. We're not locating the vehicle. You can clear 25J units. DJ 52, copy 21, follow up.
If you haven't seen it, you can watch the new video released by TMZ. I don't have the rights to that video,
Sharpie's in the middle of a divorce.
which says it's of the shooter going to and from campus yesterday.
Verbal only. 4 people there. Total. All over 18. No weapons, drugs, or alcohol. Ex's name, Richard Parkinson. Date of birth, 2/3 of 73. No pets in the home.
I'll post the link again to the TMZ video.
That would be awesome.
I just posted it again. You can find it on my X account as well, the TMZ video.
J28, copy.
Oh. I actually still have a live feed from,
1713, code protect.
I still have a live feed from, I'm sorry, I can show you from the university.
Check for clear.
What is this? Dirt.
Richard is out front and aware RP is calling. Advise they will cooperate. Copy. Team, code for still now.
Some viewers are wondering if on the TMZ video, the person of interest, assuming that's him, is walking with the gun down his pant leg. That I do not know.
Seven 1042. Responding Tito's Salon, 90 North, 700 East, 90 North, 700 East. Right toward focus. checking code first on route.
Oh, no!
1214.
Oh, hey guys, I have an update about the Naval Academy.
Naval
Scott
Academy,
Scott Thuman, who is a reporter in D.C. Hang on. Scott Thuman with 7 News DC says, a spokesperson for Governor Moore of Maryland says there is no ongoing threat at the U.S. Naval Academy. One midshipman, according to sources, one midshipman has been injured by what may have been an accidental discharge of a weapon.
Huh.
Okay? So again, that's from Scott Thuman.
411 South Travertine.
He's with 7 News DC, ABC DC, and he says the governor says there's no ongoing threat there, and according to sources, he says one midshipman has been injured by what may have been an accidental discharge of a weapon. I don't know if that's true. I'm just passing that along. That just got posted a few minutes ago. What is this here? KUTV has a new update according to B&O News.
Copy.
So confused. Hold on. Oh, sorry. That video we lost, so we will put these over here. Hold on.
2150 South Main Street, 2880 Fox 5620 Fox. .419.
No, I know what to do. Hang on a moment. Hang on a moment.
Right. Code project. J35, code project.
After 800 years of
Sorry. I'm getting weird crap here. Hang on.
Copy, 920 South and West Park Drive. 2 golden retrievers.
All right. B&O News is claiming that KUTV is denying that the report that law enforcement knows the name of the person of interest. I'm a little confused. I haven't seen the KUTV. I just went to the KUTV website and didn't see it. So again, B&O News Live is saying that police says that KUTV says police have not yet identified the person of interest in Charlie Kirk's murder, denying a CBS report. Now, I haven't seen that report from KUTV yet myself.
J24, copy of suspicious.
Go ahead.
379 South, 375 feet. Time out 20 minutes. Someone walking the RV backyard with his dog. RV alternating left, blasting westbound 420 south. 6 foot, bright red pants, white tank top, black rim, short hair, black top, red backpack.
Fuel still available, Mr. Requested.
We have a Spanish speaker available to come park.
CJ 35. He just suspend checks.
Engine 30, medic and 34.
You're responding to 179 North State, Unit 304 for a medical alarm alert. Unit 10, unknown patient age. They didn't make any contact with the patient. One vehicle.
Provide a fence over here. I don't know if he can send somebody over to help me watch.
Is there anything out?
Hey, all dude.
Amber.
You can pull that out.
Copy mobile and pencil escape home vehicle out of in here. D64.
I got past some South MG63. Had like a 30 car PD blocking the number 1 lane.
Hey, hold on a moment. Hold on.
You said number 1.
We hold on. I got time somebody up.
There's another vehicle. There's 2 vehicles on the right and the other couple on the sidewalk. That's 20 on that. You know.
Sorry.
Like 479, 23.
I'm confused about several things right now. It's not clear exactly what happened at the Naval Academy in Annapolis, okay? There's conflicting reports about whether law enforcement has the name of the person of interest. So just kind of trying to figure some of this out.
CJ on Texas plate. Victor Romeo Mike.
I also don't know when Kash Patel is getting to Utah tonight, assuming the reporting is correct that he's going. I also don't know if when he gets there, he will be doing some kind of press briefing. Oh, hold on a second. I found it. Hey, thanks to Uffy sent it to me. Okay, so Heidi Hatch of KUTV, she said that Utah DPS is telling her,
Medic ambulance 202,
right.
rescue 201, and battalion.
Heidi Hatch of KUTV is saying that Utah DPS is telling her that law enforcement does not have a name. CBS News reports that law enforcement knows the name of the person of interest. But Utah DPS told Heidi Hatch of KUTV, which is CBS affiliate in Utah, that they don't have a name. So I don't know what to tell you.
In law, there was a male who seemed disoriented. RP gave him some water. He said something about a bee sting. I don't know if he's allergic. It was a 54-year-old male. Conscious and breathing, but disoriented, was hiking alone.
Thank you again, Uffy, for letting me know. Hold on a second. I gotta
The
mute
on-call
that.
sergeant as well. He was complaining of dizziness also. It's J28.
The 100 West Center, local Zulu 406, Papa Victor.
Copy.
Off duty.
Diverted attention duty.
Go ahead.
Tango 837, Papa uniform, parked in our food driveway.
Remember, it's so confusing. Earlier, there literally was supposed to be. There was literally, they had it scheduled. They had a 2:45 p.m. media
I wonder
briefing
why that got
scheduled.
canceled.
2:45 Eastern. It was on schedule.
That's
They
just
sent
crazy.
out email press to the press about it. And then 20 minutes after they sent out the email, they sent out another email that said, well, there's been rapid developments in the investigation, so we're postponing the briefing. And that was, 6 hours ago. And I don't know what the rapid developments were. I don't know if the rapid development that was that Kash Patel was deciding to come himself to Utah. I have no idea. I don't know. Maybe there's other developments we don't know about, so I have no idea. But they had a briefing scheduled for 2:45. Then they came out with a text update like an hour or two ago, which really didn't say much new.
So, 264, he's on his way home for one motor detail.
Hi, copy. Break. 314 Salt Lake. RPs and the suspect vehicle were still arguing. Semi de-escalated when we disconnected. It will be 1620 West Center Street. We can get local started. You're continuing to the other.
Alright, copy, yeah, if you'll get local started to that, and then I'll swing by once I finish up with this.
People keep writing to me about this, so let me read this again to you. People keep writing about the Naval Academy. Let me read this again to you. We were covering it before. 20 minutes ago, Scott Thuman with 7 News DC posted, according to a spokesperson for Governor Wes Moore, there is no ongoing threat at the U.S. Naval Academy. According to sources, one midshipman has been injured by what may have been an accidental discharge of a weapon. So I don't know everything that happened there, but And then Brad Bell of 7 News DC says, according to a spokesman for Governor Moore, there is currently no credible threat to the Naval Academy. Multiple sources are telling me that one midshipman has been shot and injured by what the sources are calling an accidental discharge. That is what 7 News DC is reporting. If I hear more, I'll let you know.
Will you open me up the COP case at the mall and put me in 48 on it?
We're not listening to the scanner. We're listening to the scanner. The scanner is not the scanner from Maryland. The scanner is the scanner from Utah.
Negative, thanks. $359 off duty.
North Street, 1000, East 100 North Street, in Payson. Mountain View Hospital Ambulance 92, 1000, East 100 North Street.
Copy.
Squad 61, Engine 61, and Ambulance 62. Respond to accident with injuries. At 90, West 800 North Street. 90, West 800 North Street. In Spanish Fork Squad 61, Engine 61, and Ambulance 62. 90, West 800 North Street.
Before.
I still have not heard about any announcement of some sort of press conference tonight. Now remember, it's only 5:40 p.m. local time in Utah. So it's not that late there.
502, 1014. The RP is going to be on the east side of the river, and we'll stay with the patient.
Hi, copy. Just confirming they're on the main trail.
Just an update for you guys. Flight Radar 24 shows that the plane, Air Force 2, the Vice President's plane, is looks like it's going to land soon. That's the Vice President's plane, which is carrying the body of Charlie Kirk. And it's in the Phoenix area right now.
Did you need...
Copy.
I copy. Greg, 502, did you need someone to monitor the chat?
Hey, thank you again, Jean-Paul Lachance. I gave more memberships. Jean-Paul Lachance, that's very kind of you. Thank you, Jean-Paul Lachance. Gave probably over 150 people memberships. Again, we're watching on Flight Radar 24 as J.D. Vance's plane carrying the body of Charlie Kirk is landing in Phoenix.
The may be related to the 1057 that 39 is on.
00, East 100 North Street, in Payson. Mountain View Hospital Ambulance 91, 1000, East 100 North Street.
Do I have? No. Yeah, I don't have video that I have the rights to from Phoenix Airport, but
733 responding from Provo.
you can see the plane is coming into land.
From Lehigh, is single track needed?
Alan, do we need any of the ropes or highline gear up there, tech trailer stuff?
We'll go to 3D view of the plane on Flight Radar 24.
J18, copy, suspicious. 11217 north, 5500 west, turn left 5 minutes. There's a female walking around speaking incoherent English, seemed off. She's on foot wearing blue pants, bright shoes, white, carrying a tub of soup in her 50s, had a meeting.